Hey guys.
It's great. It's great. No, it started. Okay, hey guys, where are you going with that, Adam? Where
Hey
you going?
guys, this is Adam Pettingell here with Beachfront Banter. And who are you?
Yeah, Frank Ryan, creator of I'm a Local logo.
Wow, creative director of all logos, ideas, and anything else that's related to.
Well, let's be honest. You own that shirt. You created that. You made it.
Yeah, I do. I do. Funny story, actually, because I do make the T-shirts that you see right here. Yep. But I brought my daughter one time for Christmas. I said to her, she was 12 at the time. I said, "Hey, would you like to create your own T-shirt?" She has her own business, which is Sugar Scrubs with by Minnie. And she was making sugar scrubs during COVID, and it was like a big thing. I said, you should make your own gear. So we got her a heat press. And it's kind of a little bit heavier than to be expected. It's kind of hard work. And then what happened was we started making T-shirts.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Well, no, this guy hasn't done a thing. So I make the T-shirts for our brands, Tipsy Blokes and Beachfront Banter.
Yep.
All right. Well, today's episode, getting away from that, is actually what happened was Minnie stopped using the heat press. And so I was like, she gave up on the idea, like most kids do with their Christmas presents, right? It's not just for Christmas. And so I took it up. And so that's why we are making our own T-shirts.
Okay, so today's episode is where that started with, is we're going to be talking about Miralon, which, I get to be a little biased because this is the community that I help sell, and I help introduce new homeowners to their new community.
You created Miralon.
We started it, yes. Yeah, I won't say I created it.
I think that's fair enough.
I'll take it.
I'm happy for you to have that. You created Miralon, and why don't you tell me a quick overview about what's special about Miralon?
Absolutely. So one of the things we're excited about in Miralon is that it is unique in that it is surrounded, encapsulated by trees, right? So when you go into this community, it's just a ring of trees. And what we like to say is that there's a couple of things. One is that we're hidden in plain sight because we're just off the beaten path. So we're close to everything, but just enough off the beaten path where it feels a little secluded, and there's no bad home site. So you can make an argument if someone says, like, if something backs to something they feel is unsightly, or they want trees, or they want ponds, or they want green space. Well, our site's only back to ponds, trees, and green space. And myself and the homeowners and the people that come into the community, they have the same reaction. Like, there's just no bad site that could be seen. So it's something that we're happy with. It's just something that so it doesn't matter if you're looking for privacy. It doesn't matter if you're looking for that water view of a pond and hearing the fountain. There's seemingly no bad site.
And that's what everybody wants. When people come literally to Delaware, they are always looking for either wooded or tree line or pond view. Yeah. I mean, that is a biggie. Yeah. That is a biggie. Frank, tell me a bit more about the makeup in terms of how big is this community?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have 119 home sites in the community.
So it's pretty small.
Yeah, I mean, as far as
I like that. So.
Oh yeah, no worries. I didn't take it as a bad thing, but thanks, buddy. But yeah, as far as communities go, on a scale, we've had communities as low as 50 homes. We have some as many as 500. So it's on the smaller side of average for what we produce as a community. But yeah, correct. So 119 homes, a quarter to a third of an acre sites, which are great to have a big variety of whether you want wooded, the ponds. You want both. We have both tree line and pond sites. So we do the Courtyard series, which is people famously know the Kingfisher.
No, wait. Let's ask the guys.
Oh.
Guys, what is the Courtyard series of
good
homes?
question.
We're asking Parker and James, the marketing gurus that we have as our backroom staff. Do they know what the Courtyard series of homes means?
You choose to ask them when they're having mic issues right now. If you look.
Yes, I do. Yeah. They also have screens and they're probably like looking it up.
They're looking it up. Chat GPT that. Go ahead, guys.
By far, the courtyard series is the most unique aspect of a home. The feedback provided by
No.
I'm reading.
I know.
know.
This is fine.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
Okay.
it's a home with a courtyard.
So the courtyard series refers to a series of homes that are between 55 and 60 feet wide, but they're some very specifically designed to create an indoor-outdoor living space with the courtyard. So if you look at the Kingfisher as a primary example, so the staggered rear of the house, this stair shape here, makes this courtyard now part of the home. So it's this indoor-outdoor living experience. It just, again, creates more entertaining. When you look outside from your dining room, from your primary suite, you're looking at your courtyard and not just a neighbor. So that's what makes this part of the courtyard series. Yeah.
you know, we talk about it like, and I feel like sometimes we project in that regards, and so we say things, and I want to make sure that, you know, the audience back home understand. And I say the courtyard series is I would say one of the reasons that Miralon has been so successful so far.
Oh yeah, and again, it's paired with the sites, right? So if you have this greenery space, you have this, these ponds, these trees, these views. This series of homes, we can fit these, and it creates, again, this is, again, and all of our homes have all great purpose, but this series in particular, is focused on the outdoor living. So then if we're going to pair the community or these homes to a community that maximizes those views, it maximizes the usage of those ponds, if this is what you're looking for, then yes, it is a perfect pair. Yeah.
I mean, like I say, it is one of our, like I said, the Kingfisher is
Oh, yeah.
just one of our mainstays of being a floor plan that is just always so very, very popular. But let's talk about the model. So we have this model. I struggle, even though it's not, I don't obviously work at Miralon. Frank does. He's the community sales manager for there. But there is never a time I could not say to someone straight in their eye that the model at Miralon is truly beautiful. Not because of Frank being there or Frank's presence in there or his pictures in there, but the model, which was done with Decor Direct with Susan Herring, who is our sister company with Schell Brothers, who do all our models. Man, that Cassidy turned out like a peach.
Oh, it turned out. And everybody who sees it falls in love with it. And even if the Cassidy isn't the right floor plan for you, it's so well decorated. It's so well fitted, and it fits the space. Like the setting of the area and the community. It just complements each other again. So it is. People, they see it, they fall in love with it. And it's hard. It's actually we're talking about we're going to do another model. How do we not do a Cassidy? We just don't know. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
But they do love it, and the floor plan itself, though, aside from the decor, the floor plan. As far as one level goes, this is the cure-all for one level plans.
No. And you're absolutely right, because like I say, there's no doubt the model is beautiful. And there's no doubt that's down to a lot of Decor Direct and the furnishings and so on. But the actual floor plan for the Cassidy, and like I say, not my community, but obviously the Cassidy can be built in multiple areas in different communities for Schell Brothers. But the floor plan has a lot to love. And that whole ability, as we see on the screen here, where you can have those two suites, basically the front bedroom becomes another suite, and you could do a study. Having those 3 bedrooms and have a study on the first floor is kind of something that people, could love and stay on one level.
Oh, yeah.
Until they go to the model, see upstairs, and then see that you can do a bedroom, a bath, and a second living area upstairs. And then they're like, well, that would be nice for guests.
Yeah.
And it truly is beautiful.
Well, again, it's a cure-all, right? So we have a lot of great floor plans. And there's a reason why we don't do everything in one plan, because different things fit different people, different needs, different sizes, right? So when we have in this series of homes, so if you say Wimbrel, Mayberry, Cassidy, all one level plans, we don't reinvent the wheel, right? Beautiful open floor plan, high ceilings. We have windows, transoms, 180 views of glass and natural light. So it looks great. But this one is the only one level plan that comes included with a powder room on the first floor, comes included with the storage above the garage, comes included with an ensuite in the second bath. So like these things in some plans you have to add, and you might only need one of those things.
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes those plans can't accommodate one of those options. So this just winds up more often than not being a cure-all for all of our one level plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And you're absolutely right. You've said cure a few times, and it's right because
It's the right word. So,
because most of the time our one level houses don't have stairs.
yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing we used to say when we say ranch living, one level living. It's one level.
Yeah.
You know, and so to have these stairs that can go either up, like I said, you can add a second living area, but automatically you can have this storage area up the stairs. It is something that people ask for, right? I mean, it is something that people say, I want one level living, but I do want some storage.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not doing a basement, you know, people are either looking at the garage or they're looking, like I say, at the unfinished storage. And in actual fact, the Cassidy is even more of I would say, a unicorn because it has one other thing that can't be done by any other floor plan, Frank. What is it?
Oh, mud on. What? Where you're fishing for something you might not get.
I do this to him every time because I know the answer and I want to give it.
Yeah.
So the Cassidy is the only plan we have where you can do a third car
Front load
as a front load-in garage. And so, like I say, if you didn't have the ability to do a side load,
you are wrong. It is not the only plan with a
What other
three-car
plan?
The Jameson
front load,
3-car garage included.
but like 3 doors.
You didn't say 3 doors.
Wow, I was going to, but you interrupted me in terms of having 3 front load garage doors is the Cassidy, and so that is super rare because I guess here's the thing. See, the Jameson gives you a load-in car in terms of loading one after the other. The Cassidy is the only plan whereby you could do 3 cars simultaneously side by side because you'd have a 2-car, a 16-foot garage and an 8-foot garage.
Correct.
And so, like I say, we've said this before. We'll keep on saying this. Every plan has its differences. Not every plan is able to offer the same options that it offers. And so, like, the Cassidy can offer this 3-car front load garage. That isn't available in other plans.
No. And the good thing is
the Jameson we just brought up is unique because it has the ability standard to have a very big garage without having to do anything to it.
Well, and importantly, and again, when we choose, the great thing about Miralon is we have the sites that can hold it, right?
Yeah.
So we have, whether it's site 104, sites 15, site 105, these can hold the 3-car front load, side load garages. So uniquely to that Cassidy, yes, we have sites that can accommodate the 3-car front load garage or side load as well. So, like I said, good marriage.
But you know what? It's kind of interesting. I just did this recently myself in my community. There's always people always want the want list, right? And let me tell you about the unicorn want list. The unicorn want list is this. I want a 3-car side load garage basement. Garage. I want a basement. And then I want to do a courtyard. And so you get, those are like the 3 big things that people that's to get everything for that is not always possible, right? It's not always possible to get the 3-car side load, having a basement, and then get a courtyard. I mean, that's the epitome of the want list in that regard.
There
so
she is.
If you can get that is, as I say, and I've been thinking about this a lot recently, in the shower, all kinds of places.
Shower thoughts?
Yeah.
That's where we're going with this?
I was. Because like people would say, well, I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait until the next phase, or I'll wait. And you know what? In certain communities, especially now with smaller communities of, like, say, we said like Miralon, you by waiting, your choices, your amount of choices to go on the home site or have everything you want is just getting less and less and less. And so then what's going to happen only with time is disappointment.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like, you're going to have to give up. What are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up the basement? Are you willing to give up the courtyard? Are you willing to give up the free car? And so like, it's just one of the things that from salespeople, it sounds very salesy, but it's actually just pure math in that regards, in terms of, I just said, like, all those things put together is a minuscule percentage in a community. And so if you want to get that, and you have the opportunity to get that, like 104, then you need to take it.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, and well, I mean, you've obviously just explained it, but here's the thing is, right? So unfortunately, like, people go through their situations. This is new home construction. So when we talk about things in terms of like now, right? People think like, okay, we know, or they know that they're not going to move into their home in 6 months, 8 months, or whatever the case may be. So it's hard to understand, like, well, it's never too early for a conversation, right? Like they're thinking in the future. A lot of people think of move-in time, when they're going to be in the home, and so they think in their brain switches, and they say, well, 6 months from now. But like, yeah, but this in new home construction, we're planning for 6 months from now. Yeah. And then in certain communities, you just never know what site work needs to be done for deliverables, right? So for instance, in these first 2 phases over here, where this area here, I mean, those homes, if someone came in and we worked through their scenario and they felt like this was the right time to make a purchase, I mean, their home's gonna be delivered before the year is out. Okay. The section over here, we're still waiting on site work. So those homes will not start currently. The next person who comes in decides that they want to make Miralon their home and they want to live in that section. They're not starting until January of next year. So,
but you say that, but I feel like if I was someone coming in, at least I wouldn't. I mean, when I go into Miralon and I show homes in Miralon, just to like see.
Well, you're jealous and you want to come in. I know.
I do love it. I just love coming to visit the Cassidy, to be honest. But if I'm coming in, like, say, you do get a feel. Like, it's not like you can come in and you're like, this future phase, I don't know what it's going to look like. I feel like the community is established. In that sense, and with homes especially.
Yeah, and it does because it is definitely partially complete. That the homes are there. You can see and get a feel and a sense of the community. But the point that I was making is like kind of what you're saying is like these opportunities, whether it's basement, side load, and whatnot, courtyard, don't all exist. And the thought that you might have to wait to have the conversation because you think you're 6 months out, 8 months out, a year out, you don't necessarily have to wait to have that conversation. Yeah. It never hurts to have a conversation. Right. We talk through the scenario. And if now's the time, great, because this exists. If it's not, that's okay too. Let's talk about the future. But you don't always have to wait as long as you think to make these things yours. And that's why I was kind of going back to, like, going into any community. Obviously we're talking about Miralon, but in any community, you just don't know till you know. It's always important to ask the questions. Yeah.
Go into Miralon. I show a lot of homes in Miralon. Frankie lets me come in every now and then, and like I say, show the Cassidy and some other floor plans. But because it's it's kind of, I don't know, maybe people don't know, but you can't always find a model of a floor plan that people are looking at in the area. Like we haven't got models for every floor plan. We have a lot of floor plans for Schell Brothers and a lot of different series. And so it's not always possible. So sometimes like we have to go and like I said, we have the technology to find out where, certain other models or floor plans are being built, but they're not models. So that, like I say, they would be under construction. And sometimes, you know what, it's funny because I actually tell people a lot. Sometimes it's better to sometimes see what a person's building than seeing a model per se, because like a model has,
well, it's a showroom. It's a showroom. I mean, that's the thing is like we're putting
it's a walk-in design studio as we would say.
Oh yeah, it's people coming down for a 1 day or 1 weekend visit, right? We got to put our best foot forward, so we're showing multiple options that don't always go together, that people don't always select. No, you don't have to do it all. Yeah, but we show as much as we can, and then it's like, okay, so how do you unsee something? Right. And the best way to do that is go into to homes under construction,
Yes,
which
actually,
I like. Like I prefer.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Like I say, going into real homes, real people who have gone through the process, gone through the design process, and then we can see their results. I mean, it's real life. It's what people get a better idea, I feel, of like what the homes are going to be like, you know. And I feel like maybe like it's actually better for us to show, because it's like, you know, it's not like we're like hiding behind the models of like all the jazz and all the shiny things that the model has, because I feel that our homeowners do an amazing job of designing their homes as well.
Yeah. And understanding what our homeowners are doing and how people like to live. I mean, that's how we stay, you know, more connected and whatnot. So absolutely.
But tell me, this is Miralon. This is a 19968. It's a Milton address. What's so special about this address? What's so special about Milton?
Sure. So that's, you know what? I'm glad you actually asked a good question. Good job. I'm very excited about that. So people, when you think, right, like we are.
I'm very excited that you're using the screen
correctly.
and the map.
hey, you're conducting this interview. You don't know how to use it. So here's one of the things. And you know what? It's funny because when, you know, we live in this area in a certain way, right? And we know what we're used to. We know what we do. So, you know, but Miralon, and then we go to these other locations and you just discover all the things that are around these other communities. So being like in this triangular kind of location, like you have Milton, you have Lewis, you know, they're equal distance from Miralon, right? And there's so much more to Sussex County than just Lewis and Rehoboth. Like everyone comes down here. We know the beach. Obviously, we're coastal Delaware. We're, you know, further south, and we come down here. But just going into downtown Milton, you know, Dogfish Head Brewery is there. You know, Irish Eyes on the Water. There's a theater. Like there's so much to do equal distance to going to Lewis. One of the great things about this location is we're closer to Lewis than some Lewis addressed communities, right? So just being off the beaten path and having that Milton address helps in a lot of other ways when it comes to just cost of living and location like that. But then we get to use more of Southern Delaware than maybe other communities might. You know, other communities might have to battle a little bit of traffic to get into Milton, where we're off the beaten path and close and nearby, you know, same equal distance to getting into Lewis. So sometimes communities can be a little too one-sided, too heavy one way and the other, where, well, you're always going to go into Milton because it's convenient, or you're always going to go into Lewis or always go into Rehoboth because it's convenient. Well, convenience is all over. Like if you look at like where we are here location wise, I mean, we're right here is Route 9. It's a straight shot. If you don't want to take that, I mean, here's Coastal Club is another one of our sold out communities. And we know the proximity and location, how close that is. Over here in these locations, I mean, you have Brentwood, you have Lightship Cove is around the corner. Actually, this is you guys over here. So we're all in the same vicinity, right? And then, you know, we're going into Milton. So you're here to Milton, right? Almost equal distance to Lewis. So you could see the triangle. So the location, I mean, again, it's one of those things where easy access to both. You know, whether it's in season, off season, whether it's a rainy day or a beautiful day, you know, traffic is situational down here. It's coastal living, and you have access to everything. It's a great location. Good question.
And we shouldn't forget to mention that actually just extremely close to Miralon is Harbison, and Harbison actually is where we have Dewey Beer, which is one of our partners for Tipsy Blokes, who make our beer, and they have a brewery there and a pizza restaurant. Yeah. And those guys, like say, like there is a lot of hidden gems in this area, and like say, it's, you know, funny enough, like tell the story, but I cycle a lot on the Georgetown to Lewis Trail, and I have still yet to go to the Brimming Horn Meadery. And I've spoke about it so much, but I have yet, I don't know what it is about a meadery. I'm just like, ooh, I'm not sure about a meadery.
That's your thing, right? Mead is English, right? Isn't that?
Well, it is like, it's just like more fruity, honey kind of like
it's
beer.
Wine made from fruit, no?
Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't really know, but it's like, I know they say on there. I cycle bike, like live like a Viking kind of thing. Like,
Oh yeah.
so I always want to get in there, and I haven't. And these are the little things, like the little gems. Like when you go to Dewey Beer, like say on Harbison on 5 right here, like it is a special little place. That's where they brew a lot of the beer. It's a great little location, like say very easy to get to, and it's just that sometimes getting away from the hubbub of the beach and whatnot, there are other little gems around.
Like we see right there's the lavender fields, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
right near you.
Yeah, I mean, again, these little things.
It's a great family day out.
Yeah. Great little spots, locations. Again, Milton, Meadery, Lavender, different pop-up, farmers markets and stuff like. There's all these little things. We're not just the beach, right? I mean, yes, we're on the coast, and yes, it's a big part of what we do and then the fun we have. But I mean, there's so many other things. And then just coming off the beach.
I was going to say, I hope you're going to bring up Hudson. I hope you're going to bring up the creamery.
Dairy
Hopkins
Farm,
Creamery, no?
Oh, absolutely. Right around the corner, parallel one road over.
Right around the corner is
best ice cream in town.
Best ice cream. I think it's the best ice
We
cream.
get in trouble for that. I think it's the best ice
Can
cream.
can we say that?
I think-
Kings and Hopkins is the best.
Oh, look at you! Look at you playing to your.
Wow,
your
there
side.
is a Kings in Milton. That there's also like a location for King's Ice Cream. King's Ice Cream, very local, family-orientated business, just like Hopkins in that regards. In terms of like having local, I think that's why we do this, or why we tease each other in terms of like. We do always want to try and promote local businesses in terms of like Dewey Beer, in terms of like Hopkins Creamery, in terms of King's Ice Cream. These are local names that we would use in everyday life.
Sure.
That, like say, we would want people to frequent.
Oh yeah, and they should be talked about, celebrated. When you get good product, good people, good area, like it should be discovered, and people obviously are. They're coming to the area, discovering these things for themselves. Now, what is your, if you were going to Hopkins, what would be your favorite flavor of ice cream at the dairy farm?
At Hopkins, actually, it would be
Vanilla.
I like. No, it's not vanilla. Jeez, it is.
Just don't say mine.
The flavor's gone straight from my head. It is the rum.
Rum raisin?
Rum and raisin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know who, as my mum's fault, she brought me onto that when I was not that she was bringing me
She was just
onto
giving you rum.
Although that is a very British thing. Look at James in the background there rolling around. You probably had some rum, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've never had rum raisin ice.
No. It honestly, rum and raisin is a, I don't know, she always had it. And so I don't know, you always like generate sometimes of what your parents.
Sure.
I do love a rum and raisin. Now, if we would have said King's, I would have said the coconut. I do love the coconut at King's. I love the coconut ice cream at King's. But the rum and you can't find rum and raisin everywhere.
Is it rum and raisin or just rum raisin?
I think it's rum and raisin. James?
I'm allergic to coconuts, but I'll Google the rum and raisin thing.
Hi, my name is James, and this is Soft Jazz.
Into another episode of Beachfront Banter.
What about you? What would be yours?
So it's tough. So I do have a favorite. So I like butter pecan, but at dairy
butter pecan.
Yeah.
You say it faster.
No, at least I say it correct. But at the dairy at Hopkins, peanut butter ripple. Oh, by far the best.
Wow.
By far the best.
We have got the information. It is just rum raisin.
There we go.
It is just rum raisin?
Let me make a note. Frank was right again.
Unfortunate.
Parker's let me down again.
Parker's smiling. He was happy. He was happy to deliver that.
I was wrong.
It was like, no, Adam, no.
No, English guy, no. This is America, and this is how it's said.
Generally happy person.
There you go. What would be what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go home and ask my mum, and she will tell me how it's said, and then whatever she said is what we're going to say on this podcast.
You know, the best thing is she will brutally be honest with him. No, you donut.
my parents are, my mum and my sister and my niece are over at the moment from England visiting, and so that's why we mention that. They will tell us the brutal truth, as we do in England in that regard. So, sorry, James, what is your ice cream?
Parker got passed.
Cookies and cream. Cookies and cream for sure.
Cookies and cream. It's Nicholas's
Very
favorite.
boring. Okay, Parker.
Yeah, I can hear it already. Mint chocolate chip is my favorite. Yeah,
Again,
It's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody
As
always hates
long as he
it.
likes it.
As long as I like it.
Chip is not better than cookies and cream. Ooh, cookies and cream is boring, but mint is okay.
Mint has like a true flavor. Like it's just a true
Your favorite ice cream's a church snack.
rum and raisin.
No, but first of all, it's rum raisin. It's
Not. It's rum and raisin. Rum and raisin. I'm sure.
All right,
Anyway.
Let's get back to.
I wanted a little story. Let me tell you, Haagen-Dazs. Haagen-Dazs. I don't know if you ever had Haagen-Dazs. I'm sure everybody's heard of Haagen-Dazs, obviously.
Yes.
Not a sponsor.
Not sponsored.
Good job.
But it was so funny. So we used to always be able to buy from supermarkets back home in England the Bailey's Haagen-Dazs ice cream. And let me tell you, I loved that. I used to do the whole. I mean, it was easy. Just give me the whole box. Ice cream is my failure. All right. Before we get started, ice cream is my failure. And so it was always funny when I came over here because there was like I guess a smidgen of alcohol in that rum and raisin. In that Haagen-Dazs Bailey's. It is not sold. And in fact, you can't get it.
Yeah.
Like over here, you go anywhere in Europe. I'm pretty sure Europe, and definitely in England. Like say, movie theaters, supermarkets, you would be able to get a Haagen-Dazs Bailey's with the minuscule of alcohol it has. But over here, you cannot get it.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you.
Devastating. I honestly, that was my favorite ice cream.
Bailey's. Oh, so
Bailey's. Oh, Bailey's ice cream. Oh man, it was just like. Whoa.
he does.
Melt in your mouth.
You put a gallon of
Melt
ice
in
cream
your-
in front of this guy. Let me tell you.
Jeez. So
Surprised
bad.
he doesn't call it ice and cream.
Yeah. That's good.
Who invited this guy today? James, I just like when you're there, buddy. I just like when you're there.
Ice and
When
cream.
you laugh at my jokes. I don't need this guy commenting on my ice cream.
No, it's ice
Good
and
Lord,
cream.
I should just ring up my mum right now.
You should put it on the phone.
Please do. Hold the phone to the microphone.
I know when I'm beat. That's where I tap out.
No moms.
So, like I said, we're talking about Miralon. Let's get back to Miralon. Actually, I know I want to focus on like what we have the courtyard series of homes. What amenities? What is going to be there for the homeowners to enjoy in the community?
So everyone's favorite new pastime, pickleball. So we will have the.
Well,
the
wait. Let's talk about that. Do you play pickleball, Frank?
I don't. But I do currently own a paddle. And then apparently that's all the criteria according to you. It is. So you told me.
You have your own paddle?
Of course I have my own paddle.
Why haven't we played? We could.
Oh, buddy, I don't want to take it easy on you.
Well, he got the paddle before pickleball became popular, and it had a different use at first.
Now we're making jokes.
I got to dole it out even.
Yeah, he's not even drinking. But
Welcome to the party, pal.
Wait, because let's talk about the marketing team. So the marketing team play pickleball, correct?
Yeah. I mean, there was a stint.
Oh, yeah.
You're off.
Stopped?
You're off.
You're off?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Oh, I thought it was like common like knowledge that the marketing team had like their little like time to play.
That was a 2024 thing.
That was before everybody started improving at separate rates and then hated playing together.
Oh, you get the
so
serious versus.
So
the...
you guys are not good.
Well,
who's better? You were. Oh yeah.
we play differently.
Hey, I like
diplomatic.
that. That was great.
If it was me or him, I would say he's crap and
I
I'm
wiped
good.
the floor with him. Yeah, I love that. We play differently.
Yeah. That's actually a very like from the marketing team. That's a very
marketing
term. Like yeah.
All
Parker
cool.
likes to follow the rules. I try to dive on the ground as much as possible.
You can't dive for pickleball on pickleball.
You should. More people should.
Yeah.
You can play differently.
Some people play with their hands, some people play with their feet.
We'll edit
All right,
that one.
so going back, yes. So we got pickleball, and I always say this, like it's maybe now more routine. Like say, pickleball, one of the fastest growing sports in America, if not the fastest growing sports in America. We can't do a community without pickleball nowadays. Like it is like almost a necessity, and I feel like actually for all ages. Like, so I know my daughter plays, she's 14, that everybody actually wants to get involved in the pickleball. So it is a big thing. And that's why we're doing it.
Yeah.
People like doing it. So.
And it's right, all ages, lower impact, and that's why I don't play, but I do own a paddle, because that's the thing, right? The hope is like everyone can get into it, have fun with it and whatnot. But pickleball courts, grilling station with we have some like outdoor seating over here. This way it's a recreational sport. You can come out, hang out, have a little tournament, do some grilling. Oversized gym for the community with sauna. I'm pretty excited about that. So if you catch me in there for a steam, that's going to be a possibility.
Oh,
but
hopefully clothed. I know Parker was waiting. Parker was thinking, like, you can do it, Adam. You can do that joke. It's okay.
Yep.
Please be clothed.
Quick question for myself and the viewers: What does oversized gym mean?
Sure. So typical, right? So you're right, and it's all perspective. But typically in a community, traditionally you would have a fitness area. And sometimes it's to fit the space. It might be maybe one or two machines or just room enough for half a dozen people at a time, right? And they're just trying to budget and make sure that you get a little bit of everything. This is going to be a very fitness-oriented amenity. We have pool with lap lanes, the pickleball courts, and the gym is going to be larger than you would find in most communities.
We don't want to show the video of us in the Bayfront at Rehoboth.
With the gym, no.
The Frank's right. Like I say, every gym is slightly different in size. When it means it's oversized, there's going to be more equipment, a bit more space. Some communities, a bit like hotels, right? I take that as an example, right? Sometimes you go to these hotels, you say, "There's a gym," and you go, "Oh, great, there's a gym." And you go in the gym, and you're like, okay, I'll do my
for the average person.
Cut that bit, because I'm like,
that's how it works out.
That's not so good.
For the average person, I would say this could be in lieu of a gym membership. So if you go to a gym and you say, okay, like you go for your running or free weights or machines, but obviously you go to a gym that's their business, right? And they have 30, whatever, 15, 20, 30 treadmills. So you can always get on, right? So you're very active. You want to make sure that when you go to work out, you get to work out and do your routine. For the size of the community, for the size of this gym, this is very likely, and you'll go, right? There'll be your morning crowd, there'll be your afternoon crowd, and then there'll be your later in the afternoon, early evening crowd. We work out at very different times.
We vary.
Yeah.
Sure.
Adam is the early AM. I am more of an evening guy. So, but you'll learn, right? You'll come to this gym, and they'll typically in a situation like this.
Well, this is not a big community.
No, it's 119 homes.
Yeah.
You're always guaranteed to get in a good workout. Right.
Well, more than that, I always bring this up in terms of like people say, "Wow, like how busy would the pool be?" Well, like the community is so many homes, right? 119. Out of the 119, like how many people don't like the pool? Just won't ever go to the pool. There are people who that's not their thing, which is fine. Mm-hmm. So take that down. Then you tell the people who just always go to the beach. They prefer to be at the beach from the pool. My girlfriend is very much
another episode plug. Here we go. Every time I hate it. I love it.
Vic is a big beach person. Likes to be on the beach. I'm a big pool guy, but I just I go with the flow. I'm an easy guy. So there's those people who always go to the beach. So then your numbers come down. So in terms of when people say, "Wow, how busy is it going to be at the pool?" As Frank said, there's certain different times where people will come. People will be at the beach. People will be doing family. People will be going out. People will be at the Dewey Beer. It's just, I think in such a small community like this, when you have a pool like this, it's just not going to be an issue in terms of crowdedness. What I do say, and I think Frank would say and concur, is that during main holidays like 4th of July, more Memorial, 4th of July, Labor, those days are going to be busy days at the pool, and they should be, right? People are going to have their family there, and so that's going to be a much more busier time. But during the rest of the time that the pool is open, it's really not going to be fighting for your, getting your loungers and getting your towels on at 5 a.m. As I remember as a child when I was going on vacation to Spain.
Sorry, I'm listening and I'm laughing because I was struggling with this screen this whole time you're chatting. Here's a great thing, and I actually use this. This is Marsh Island. This is a community that we've sold out of. Similar size, 150 homes, so 30 homes more, 31, and similar size home sites like Marsh Island. Miralon you can have your own pool.
If you wanted to, yeah.
If you wanted to. So when we talk about, community pool, if that's something, we talk about are the amenities going to be crowded or not and the worries of it. But in this scenario, you can see different size home sites, different size pools. So it's a big thing that we like to talk about is like, hey, listen, you might want your own, whether it's something slightly larger, a plunge pool, a hot tub, whatever the case may be. So, and we have homeowners that have purchased that are now pursuing it to add a pool to their yard. So the overcrowdedness that you might think or wonder if it's going to be there, it just won't.
Well, that's just another variable in terms of the numbers game in terms of how many people will be at the pool. Like I said, there are just so many variations of what people do. Mm-hmm. I just don't feel like I say, other than the big holidays, when everybody gets together, I just don't feel like it's ever really an option. And where we live, Miralon, you have options, whether you go to the pool, whether you go to the beach, Lewis Beach, Rehoboth Beach.
You go downtown Milton.
That's why you live where you live.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. Do you have rapid fire questions for me?
I do. I
was waiting. I was hoping.
I do. Favorite child?
Oh, Anthony. No, I'm just kidding. Nicholas.
We talked about this recently because Nicholas has been injury prone and had numerous issues with hospitals, whereas Anthony is
he's pretty he's easy going. He's just on the side. Just terrible. No, I couldn't choose between the two, but it depends.
No, you did.
Depends on the day, honestly. It just depends on the day.
Here's a question for you. What's your favorite thing to do on your day off?
I probably work more than I take those
True
days.
story. He does work on his day off.
I'll tell you what, man. I do enjoy a family time. So I mean, whether it's pool or boat, anything that I can be near, in, or see water. That. Even sometimes just driving like down Route 1 to the inlet bridge, just so I can see it. Right. So anything in and around water, family shenanigans are always fun for me. So that is, day off, family time, water.
And the chores he has to do for Karen. But let's move on.
Hey, Karen got a shout out. Good job. Good job.
I did a shout out as well. Favorite thing in an evening that you like to send as a picture late at night?
Well, you could just tell everyone that I'm a cigar smoker. And that late in the evening is generous. When it comes to,
I should have
what do you do early morning?
This guy,
we do.
I would always wake up. There's a small group of us, guys who are on a text chain, and I'm. It's not just me because, like I said, I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I'm out. But this guy is a late owl. In that regards, and I always wake up with an image of him with a cigar on his porch, smoking his cigar, telling us how life is great. So
I do enjoy a cigar.
You do.
I do enjoy the front porch.
You do.
Did you say late owl?
Yeah, he said late owl.
Okay.
But it's rum and raisin.
Yeah.
It's
what's the matter with late owl?
It's a night owl.
Night owl.
Yeah.
But what is it in English? Do we want to just double check that? Parker, can you just double check it's not late owl? I feel like I need an
English to English dictionary.
I need a person on my staff here who could say, can you just double check that the King's English is actually late owl, not night owl?
Am I gonna get an email from HR after Googling this on the work Wi-Fi? That's just my question. Late owl.
Cut point.
The inappropriate jokes just coming to my head. Yeah.
It seems to be interchangeable.
He's come to my defense. I'll keep him. I'll keep
Google
him.
has come to your defense.
I would never come to your defense, but Google has come to your defense. Okay, I get it.
They just say things differently. They play differently.
And I've asked this, so in the community of Miralon, courtyard series of homes, what would the home you would build from
tough.
this series?
Yeah, no, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Shearwater.
Well,
Yeah.
He's already built a Shearwater. He's built lots of homes, but he's already built a Shearwater. So would you build it out of this? Would you add this series? Would you build the Shearwater again?
It's tough. Shearwater or Chesapeake?
It's a very simple question.
It's two homes, Chesapeake or Shearwater. I like the kitchen in the Shearwater, but for my parents, having the second bedroom on the first floor in the Chesapeake, that's a nice one.
You know that, and again, we spoke about that with the Cassidy, but the Chesapeake has that, again, that influence of being able to have a second bedroom on the first floor, which is not always possible with our two-story homes. Like we have the owner suite on the first floor, and then usually guests are up. The Chesapeake does have that flexibility of having a second owner suite or just a second bedroom on the first floor, and that is nice. Again, with the common a common theme that we see with seeing multi-dimensional.
Nope. Generational.
Generational.
That one you're not going to get. That one he can Google all you want. You're not getting that
But
one.
if Spider-Man was here, he would say multi-dimensional. So multi-generational homes, we are seeing a lot of that. And so this home has become a big winner in terms of having 2 bedrooms on the first floor and still having an office. And then having, like, say, you can have 2, 3 bedrooms upstairs as well. It's a very generous home.
The nice thing about this too is I do enjoy my office space. I do enjoy it, but and then if you have people that are working remotely, we'll use that second. I have quite a few homeowners that will use that second bedroom as another office, so then both can have an office from on the first floor. So it's still primary living, all one level. It's great.
And again, it's that thing of like what we hear of since COVID, where people are moving here who may still be working and like I say, need multiple office spaces. Like I said, as Frank said, you could use that flex room, the bedroom too, also as 2 office spaces and good distance away. So you're not like, say, hearing Frank laugh like a hyena and still be able to concentrate on your. I
want everyone at home to go back and listen to this and see. There it is right there. Hakuna Matata right next. There we go.
James? Nah! When did we do that last?
You just told.
Didn't we do? I thought we did that.
You
already.
want to do it as your intro.
That's right. That's right. We said we needed a song.
Terrible.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, well, that's
that
good.
one more time so I can auto tune it.
Great for. Sorry, James. What did you say?
Let's get that one more time so I can auto tune it.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Rapid fire, you said, right?
Rapid fire. Every time we do this, rapid fire takes forever and a day. Let's talk about favorite restaurant to go to in the area. Like we always get asked as salespeople, where would you go to eat? Where would you go to this? Where would you go to eat?
Sure. I mean, and that's again, so many good restaurants, right? It's great food. That is a tough thing. So it's funny. Now I like Mexican food. I do like agave. This is going to be very controversial. This could be actually ending. This could be episode ending. Yeah, it could be episode ending because if I was going to go to agave, I would choose the Rehoboth location.
Oh, I don't care what location you go to as long as you go to agave.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a big thing, No.
I'm equal opportunity as long as you say agave. I thought you were going to say a different Mexican.
Oh, no. What's wrong with you? No. So agave is great.
But you go to agave, and what drink will you order?
Tito's and soda. So
Sacrilege.
yeah, no, it's like because I'm an adult and I know what I like. You go to the candy store and you're like, I don't know, Jawbreaker today, and then you go somewhere else. You go wherever you go. You're like, yeah. The best was when
I don't know, guys. If you go to Agave, what drink would you order?
It's not really going to help your argument. I'm more of an old-fashioned guy, you know.
You're not. Yeah, give it to James.
I'm probably going gin and tonic. Yeah.
There you go.
What? Gin and tonic?
Safe on the stomach. You know, you're good. You're good for the whole night.
So first, great story.
You wouldn't even go Paloma. I thought you'd even would at least have gone to a Paloma or something. Not gin and tonic. I'm not sure who goes to a Mexican and has a gin and tonic.
James.
I'm not a drinker, and so I got my one.
No, you are a drinker because you drink what you like, and you're not influenced by the circus around you like this Bachagaloop.
I'm not sure what he said there. Can we get the
again
Google?
rapid fire?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when I go to Agave, it's always the pomegranate margarita.
Yeah.
Always the pomegranate margarita.
So first time we ever went to Agave was with a group of friends of ours, and it was a friend of ours, Bob, who's native to the area, has never been to Agave.
Very native.
Right? Yeah, born and raised. And myself, I had never been there, and Adam's like, "Oh, it's Agave. It's a big staple. We got to go." And this is back when they had the bar upstairs. That's because that's not there anymore, right? And we go, and Adam goes ahead, and he's like, "You gotta have it. You gotta drink the." And he got us a pitcher of pomegranate margaritas. Now I don't drink margaritas, and not that there was anything wrong. It was a great tasting pomegranate margarita. It just wasn't. I had already ordered a Tito's and soda. It wasn't my cup of tea. Bob is not going to drink pomegranate margarita. It just wasn't in his wheelhouse. So this guy's got to drink, and he did, a pitcher of pomegranate margaritas. It was at the end of the night. All right, rapid fire. What else we got?
So we've actually already found out what your favorite drink is in that regards.
Easy.
And so, and we talked about what you do, what you like to do.
Days off?
On your days off. Yes. I think that was it.
Oh,
I think that was it. I went easy on
low.
that.
Yeah, that was a week.
Yeah. I was trying to get in about what's your favorite t-shirt?
Oh, deep, like the
just because he always wears these deep t-shirts, and I don't know. I don't even know what they are.
Oh, it's a t-shirt brand.
Yeah.
There was another one I really liked, but it looks cheap, so I don't wear it.
So we've looked at what's surrounding Miralon, the floor plans, the amenities in that regards. Frank, just wrap it up. What makes Miralon unique as a community, and why should people should be contacting you on our website to buy a home there?
Yeah, absolutely. No, again, it's one of those things where location, we feel very strong about it. And again, I'll tell you something unique about this community is we've had several homeowners recently that are repeat Schell buyers. They've already purchased a home in the area. You know, they come down, they explore.
Actually, they purchased with me.
Some of them, yeah. That's why they're with me. So what happens is you come down here, you
Mark, I love that one.
He laughed hard. He laughed hard.
That one. James, not so much.
So we have repeat homeowners. But what happens is you come down to this area, and you come down and you make a purchase because you fall in love with the coast, with Delaware, and then you live here for a bit, and then you get to learn more, right? And then we see things change, and we're seeing homeowners gravitate towards our location. We're seeing homeowners because it is just off the beaten path. We do have the home sites that can accommodate, more floor plans, or at least the, courtyard series of homes. We don't have a bad, site. Arguably every site is a great home site in Miralon. So, I mean, this, paired with, again, location, a variety of home sites, the amenities. Honestly, I mean, whether we should or should not say this, but I mean, we do our community happy hours once a month. And the homeowners out here are great. There's great reason to come out and discover Miralon.
Most homeowners are usually the same as Frank. So they're usually big drinkers, big party people. So that's a usual in Frank's community is in that regard. So.
We foster good times.
Foster. Nice. I like that.
In Miralon.
I like
and
that.
listen, I'm not saying that, you're going to fall in love with every neighbor, but the great thing is you can come out to our happy hours. Right? You can either be a fly on the wall or you can be a social butterfly and you can meet the homeowners. It's very rare you can come and try on a community first, right? And decide if these are.
I don't think any other builder does that.
No,
in that sense.
No, and it's a great opportunity to come in. You have a local beverage, you have some local food, you meet some local people, and if you can envision yourself and these people being your neighbors and more than neighbors, friends, and then yeah, it's a great opportunity. So
yeah, it's that whole scenario for you, I guess, where they're not just trusting what you say or Brooke. They actually can speak to the people who live there, there and now, and live the life at Miralon, and then can see if they can relate and want to and be part of it.
So, I mean, if we were gonna again boil it down, we would say the location is great location as far as you're not just we say landlocked, but you're not just locked in on the beach. You have the other amenities that Sussex County has to offer. You have the more sought after and award winning floor plans, basements, variety in sites, the capability to do a pool. I mean, there's a lot that this community has to offer, and the ability to come out and meet the homeowners prior and really get to try it on. And it's just a great group of people. We've really had a lot of fun creating this community. Brooke, she's my teammate in here, and she works alongside me, and she's great at fostering these, I just use that word for you, but fostering these relationships, getting to know the homeowners. She handles our social media. We do the happy hours. Her mom comes and picks up the food after the happy hours and donates the food. Like, just a great, good vibe community. And it's worth taking a look at.
Yeah. We talk about these happy hours and whatnot, and I know that other people don't do them, but that is a fundamental reason in terms of it just not being us, in terms of being the salespeople in the community who are hugely biased in that regards. We are. You actually get to speak to the people who are living there, and I think that's a really big thing. But let me tell you, like I say, truly, and like I said, not because I want to give him any more sales in that regards, because I'm trying to beat him this year. But when you drive through Miralon, I do feel the community speaks for itself. Which is probably why he has his sales, actually. I do feel the people have done a tremendous job with their homes and in terms of how they look and what they've chosen and options. Because obviously you can see from back of homes on the pond, front of homes in terms of whether it's wood beams on the front porch, whether it's railings, whether it's, just all the combinations in that regards. It is a very, very standout community in that sense, and I actually do stamp my approval on Miralon in terms of, like, you check it out. It is a really, really cool community, and really excels in its aesthetics, which is important. Like, you're driving in these communities all the time, you're seeing these homes all the time. You want to drive into a community that looks nice, and I feel not just the streetscape, but also the surroundings and trees and ponds and so on really do match.
The one thing I will say about this community is it's a very well thought community. Like, whether it was land development, whether it was the floor plans that we're going to put in.
Well, let's not give Tim Green too much credit. Let's just give Chris Schell the credit.
That's where it all starts. But it is everything, like you say, like we talk about, when you how aesthetically pleasing it is because there has been thought put into every part of this, developing this community. And everyone played their part. It looks great. Yeah.
So, guys, if you're interested in Miralon, please contact Brooke. Her details are on the website, also on Facebook, and like I say, she will be able to help you. There's not a huge amount of home sites left in that regard. So, like I say, if you do want to be part of the community, and like I say, sometimes being part of a smaller community does give a greater community feel in that sense. So please get in touch with 302-386-8538. And Brooke will be the best person to help you. She has the best smile, and she's better looking than Frank. So please contact her. Thank you for watching us today and listening to us talk on and do some stories about, like I say, Schell Brothers and Miralon, one of our communities in Milton. And we look forward to seeing you guys again.
There you go. Look at you playing host. I love it.
I know.
Cheers, my friend.
I can do this.